If you have poor circulation, you've probably tried dozens of supplements with zero results. The supplement industry is flooded with worthless pills. The truth is, your body only needs 3 specific powerful compounds to open up those constricted blood vessels. They're what your legs are begging for right now. Stop wasting money on multivitamin blends. They don't have enough of what you truly need for vascular health. Might as well be flushing those cheap low-dose capsules straight down the drain. Today, I'm cutting through the noise and giving you the only 3 vitamins you actually need for dramatically better leg circulation. I'll tell you the exact form and dosage that works. And stay with me because the third one is a game changer, but only if you take it at a very specific time of day. Miss this detail, and it simply won't work. Let's start with the foundation, the internal scrubbing brush. This is vitamin number 1, and I call it the cleanup crew because it is designed to attack the 2 biggest problems in sluggish circulation: constricted pipes and sticky blood. When blood vessels narrow and your blood thickens, everything slows down. Your feet get cold, your legs feel heavy, and you wonder why your circulation feels like a trickle instead of a river. This vitamin addresses this head-on. It's a core essential, and the specific form you choose makes all the difference in the world. The key compound here is niacin, which is vitamin B3. Forget the tiny amounts you find in a standard multivitamin bottle. They are useless for this purpose. You need a therapeutic dose. The effective form is the niacin flushing type. You must seek out the flushing form of niacin, also known as nicotinic acid. This is where the magic and the temporary discomfort happens. The flush is a sign that the compound is doing its job, rapidly and powerfully opening up the tiny capillaries and blood vessels in your skin. Now, you'll see non-flushing versions on the shelf, like an acetyl hexanicotinate. These are popular because they eliminate the flush. But for the purpose of dramatically improving circulation and lipid balance, they simply do not deliver the same potent, immediate widening effect. You want that flush? It's a physical confirmation that your blood vessels are opening up. So, how do you take it? Start with a very small dose, maybe 50 to 100 milligrams with food to lessen the intensity. The flush feels like a warm, prickly red sunburn that can last from 20 to 60 minutes. It's harmless, but it can be intense if you're not expecting it. As your body adapts, if you want dramatic results for your circulation, you have to embrace the flush. Niacin, also known as vitamin B3, is a powerhouse, but it demands respect. You must start slow. Begin with a low dose of 250 milligrams once a day, taken with a meal. This helps buffer that initial flushing sensation. After 2 weeks, if you're tolerating the flush well, you can safely increase to 500 milligrams once a day. This is the optimal circulation boosting dose for many people. But it's crucial. Never increase the dose without speaking to your physician, especially if you have liver concerns or are on other medications. So what is this flush? It's a feeling of warmth, redness, and sometimes itching, usually across your face, neck, and chest. It only lasts about 15 to 30 minutes. Pro tip: taking a non-aspirin anti-inflammatory about 30 minutes before your dose can sometimes minimize the intensity. But honestly, consistency is the best way to train your body to tolerate it. Within a few weeks, the flush usually subsides significantly. Why does niacin work so powerfully? It has a dual action mechanism. First, it's a natural vasodilator. This is the technical term for widening your blood vessels. The flushing form of niacin triggers a release of signals that tell the muscular walls of your arteries to relax. Imagine driving on a congested 2-lane road. Niacin turns that into a 4-lane highway, allowing blood to move much faster with less pressure. This is essential for getting blood flow back to cold hands and feet. Second, niacin tackles sticky blood. Beyond widening the vessels, it actually helps change the very texture of your blood, making it less thick and viscous. This means it flows more smoothly through those newly widened vessels, reducing the resistance your heart has to pump against. Less stickiness means more glide, which is fundamental for addressing that heavy, sluggish feeling in your legs. So, niacin is our internal cleanup crew. It widens the pipes and makes the blood flow easier. Remember to use the flushing form and follow that 250 to 500 milligram routine. But even wide, clean pipes can stiffen up over time. That brings us to our next circulation game changer, the flexibility fixer, vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form. Think about a brand new rubber hose. It's flexible and bends easily. Now picture an old, brittle plastic pipe. It cracks under stress. All right, we've talked about the structure of your blood vessels and the flow of your blood. Now, let us talk about the final piece of the puzzle, the powerful signal that tells your vessels to stay open and operate at their absolute best. This is what I call the opening signal, and it's powered by our third crucial vitamin, vitamin C. Yes, everyone knows about vitamin C, but very few understand its profound role in your vascular health, which goes way beyond just boosting your immune system. You see, vitamin C is the essential building block for the most powerful signaling molecule your body has for instant blood vessel relaxation. Without enough of it, your body simply produce this substance to keep your vessels happily open and your blood flowing smoothly. Now, which form should you take? For the high doses needed to really impact circulation, standard ascorbic acid can be tough on your stomach, causing acidity and discomfort. That's why I recommend either a buffered vitamin C, which is mixed with minerals like calcium or magnesium, or even better, a liposomal vitamin C. The liposomal form is a game changer. It's encased in tiny fat bubbles, which makes it incredibly well absorbed and super gentle on your gut. It's really the gold standard for high-dose C. So, what's the right dose? To truly fuel this vessel opening process, you need a meaningful amount. I recommend aiming for 1,000 milligrams. That's 1 gram taken once or twice a day. This higher concentration ensures there's enough vitamin C circulating to support your entire vascular system. Let's dive into how this actually works. Your blood vessels are lined with a delicate layer of cells called the endothelium. Vitamin C is an absolute prerequisite for keeping this lining healthy and functional. And why is that so important? Because this lining is responsible for producing nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is your body's natural, most potent vasodilator. It's the master relaxer. It sends a signal to your vessel walls, telling them to instantaneously relax and widen, which dramatically improves blood flow. Vitamin C does two amazing things here. First, it supports the production of nitric oxide. Second, it protects it from being broken down too quickly by things like free radicals. It essentially stabilizes the opening signal, allowing it to work longer and more effectively. Think of vitamin C as the vital fuel for the engine that keeps your blood vessels wide open. Now for the crucial part I mentioned earlier, the timing. If you miss this detail, you could be seriously undermining the effectiveness of this powerful vitamin. You must take your vitamin C in the morning, and if you're taking a second dose, do it by mid-afternoon at the latest. There are two big reasons for this. First, for some people, high doses of vitamin C can have a stimulating effect, almost like a mild energy boost. Taking it too close to bedtime could interfere with your sleep. And we definitely don't want to do that, especially since quality sleep can already be a challenge. Second, think about peak daily demand. Your vascular system needs the vessel-relaxing benefits of nitric oxide most during the day when you're active standing, walking, and demanding more blood flow to your muscles. By front-loading your vitamin C intake, you ensure you have maximum nitric oxide support exactly when your body needs it most. So, here's the simple rule. Take a strong 1,000 milligram dose with your breakfast, and if you take a second dose, have it with your lunch or an early afternoon snack. Just make sure to avoid taking it after 5 p.m. To recap, vitamin C is the opening signal. It's the vital fuel for your body's master relaxer nitric oxide, which widens your vessels on command. Use 1,000 milligrams of a buffered or liposomal form and always take it before the evening. When you combine this with the other vitamins we've discussed, you create a powerful synergy for your circulatory health. All right, you've got the 3 golden keys to better circulation: niacin, vitamin K2, and vitamin C now. Let's talk about the common pitfalls and make sure you're using these powerful compounds safely and effectively. We're going to bust some myths and get real about what it takes to see results. First up, the biggest myth. I take a multivitamin, so I'm covered. I hear this all the time, and I get it. It seems logical. But here's the reality. Standard multivitamins are designed to prevent outright deficiency diseases, not to provide real therapeutic benefits for your circulation. The doses are just way too low. Let's break it down. A typical multivitamin might give you about 20 milligrams of niacin. For the effects we're talking about, you need somewhere between 250 to 500 milligrams. That's a huge difference. For vitamin K, your multi probably has about 5 micrograms. Now for the most important part, safety.
Ow.
This isn't something to take lightly.
Else.
Let's start with niacin, or vitamin B3. Because it's so powerful at high doses, it can interact with certain medications and, in rare cases, affect liver enzymes.
Oh.
If you have a pre-existing liver condition, diabetes, or you're on medication for blood pressure or cholesterol, you absolutely must talk to your doctor before starting niacin at these therapeutic levels. They'll probably want to monitor your liver function just to be safe. Next, vitamin K2. This vitamin plays a key role in blood clotting. If you are currently taking blood-thinning medication like anticoagulants, it is mandatory that you discuss K2 supplementation with your prescribing doctor first.
Beta core of
Your doctor might need to adjust your medication or monitor your blood more closely. This is non-negotiable. Finally, vitamin C, it's generally very safe. The high doses we're talking about can sometimes cause a bit of digestive upset. To avoid this, look for a buffered or liposomal form of vitamin C. These are gentler on the stomach. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. That usually takes care of any issues. Okay, let's set some real-world expectations. This isn't a magic pill. It's a powerful set of tools to support your body's natural systems, and it requires commitment. So what does that commitment look like over time? The first week, your initial response will mostly be about the niacin flush. You might feel a subtle, temporary warmth in your hands and feet as your blood vessels start to widen. Your main goal this week is just getting used to it and being consistent. Then comes the midterm response, from week 2 to week 6. The vessel widening effect becomes more consistent. You might notice your legs feel less heavy at the end of a long day. This is that synergy between niacin and vitamin C really kicking in. You might see a subtle but definite change in the color and warmth of the skin on your feet. All right, let's do a grand recap. We've cut through all the noise and laid out a detailed, actionable plan. No more wasting money on those useless kitchen sink supplement blends that promise the world but deliver nothing. You have the 3 targeted high-dose powerhouses you need for dramatically better circulation. First up, niacin, specifically the flushing kind of vitamin B3. Think of this as the instant cleanup crew for your blood vessels. It works by widening them almost immediately, which is crucial for blood flow. The dosage you're looking for is between 250 to 500 milligrams. Now, a very important warning here. Expect the flush. Your skin will get red, tingly, and warm. It's a normal, harmless reaction that shows it's working, but it can be surprising if you're not prepared for it. So start low and see how you feel. Next, we have vitamin K2, and you want the MK7 form. This is your flexibility fixer. Over time, calcium can build up in your arteries, making them stiff and hard. K2 acts like a traffic cop, directing that calcium out of your soft tissues and into your bones where it belongs. This helps restore your arteries' natural flexibility. The effective dosage is between 100 and 300 micrograms. And here's a critical warning. If you are on any blood-thinning medication, you absolutely must consult your doctor before starting K2. This is non-negotiable. Our third powerhouse is vitamin C, but not just any kind. You need a buffered, liposomal form. This is the opening signal. Fuels the production of your body's master relaxer, a molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to open up and relax, which significantly improves blood flow. The dosage to aim for is 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams. There's also a key point about timing with this one. You must take it before 5 p.m. Taking it too late can interfere with your sleep, and we definitely don't want that. So, let's talk about your final actionable steps. You now have the knowledge. The next part is putting it to work. Don't let your circulation be an afterthought. You only think about when your feet are cold or your legs feel heavy. This is about so much more than that. This is about reclaiming your quality of life. It's about having lighter legs when you walk, warmer feet at night, and most importantly, having more energy to truly enjoy your retirement and do the things you love. I want you to make a commitment. Commit to this protocol for 90 days. That's it. It's just 3 months. That's all it usually takes to really start seeing and feeling the profound, coordinated power of these 3 vitamins working together in your body. They don't work in isolation. They work as a team. Niacin gives you that immediate widening. K2 works on the long-term flexibility, and vitamin C keeps the vessels relaxed and open. Imagine what 3 months from now could look like. More energy for your grandkids, more comfortable walks, more living, and less worrying. You have the blueprint. The choice to build a healthier future is now in your hands. This isn't just about adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. Take this information, act on it, and start your journey to better circulation today. Thank you so much for watching and for taking this step towards better health. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more straightforward, actionable health advice. We'll see you in the next video.